Hello, everyone. This is the Dante Elephante podcast. As you can tell, I am driving in my car. If you can't tell, it's because you're just listening to the audio, but if you're on YouTube, you can tell. Today's episode's with Video Age. I did not get a whole lot of time to hang out with Video Age. They had a really busy day, but this conversation's like 40 minutes long. We talk about their new album. They have a brand new album out on Winspear that's fucking killer. I've been listening to it all week. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to hear the record before the interview, so we kind of talk about Pop Therapy a lot, but that's okay. That's okay. I love Pop Therapy. Yeah, other than that, I've been good. Dante just did some socially distant live recordings in LA, and that was really nice. It felt really good. I was like giddy. I was excited. I was like hyped up just to play music again. And, I feel weird because I was around a lot more people than I'm used to, and maybe that's just... I don't know. Maybe I'm just that kind of fucking person, but I've been self-diagnosing myself with coronavirus like every other day, like every week. I think I have it. I think this disease has turned everyone into like hypochondriac, and I'm no different, and I'm convinced I have it now, which I don't. But like I think I do. And last week I thought I did, and every week of every month I do, and I don't have it. But we're staying safe, we're staying good. I feel alright. I feel good. It's a little hot today, but I'm glad I can get this intro done because I did not... Yeah, it's a shorter episode, but that's cool. Shorter episodes are fun. Like I said, they have a new record out. It's fucking great, and we'll just keep the intro nice, short, and sweet. Yes, I love it. Okay, cool. Well, enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you guys soon. Yep. Okay, yes, all right. Video Age. How are you guys?
Very good. Well.
Yeah.
Nice. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm in Nashville right now visiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, visiting my partner's family. But yeah, happy to be on the show talking to you.
Yeah, that's cool. Where are you at, Ross? Or Ray? There's Ross and Ray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm in New Orleans. Yeah,
cool.
Just quarantined.
That's awesome. A few. I think last month I did a podcast with Motel Radio, and they said you guys are working together. You're Ray. You're helping them with their drums.
No, I'm recording.
Oh, Ross, you're helping them with the drums. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys typically record Video Age's stuff? Are you guys self-produced?
We do, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you handle most of the engineering, production. What's the dynamic when you guys are both of you are in the studio?
So I've been engineering for a good while, for myself and our bands and other people as well. So I usually do all the engineering, and the production stuff is kind of ever evolving. When it started Video Age, the whole idea was just to not worry about the live performance at first and just write songs and do production and engineering, just me and Ray together.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this recent one, we had our band members Nick Corson and Duncan Trost in the room for the bulk of the recording for everything. So we did a lot of the initial production and arranging together.
Do you think that's developed because you guys have really hit the road hard now?
Definitely, yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's like the new... I don't know. That's what I love about touring is that the songs like change again. It's like the final form of like the songs changing.
Definitely.
Did you guys tour before you hit the studio, or were these songs kind of done and then you hit the road?
So there were only a few of these new ones that we had played live before recording. We kind of we were out on tour a lot for Pop Therapy.
Yeah.
And we were writing when we were home, but it was kind of, not until the end of last year that we really had time to sit down and finish the writing for the album.
Yeah.
So a lot of those songs we didn't play as a group until we got in the room to record them.
Oh, wow.
But we were so used to, we were feeling so good musically with the band that
Yeah.
we knew that they hadn't even heard these tunes, but we knew that once we got them in the studio, they would, like, you know, take it to the next level and you know, give great input on how to arrange it, and then they
Totally.
would play as well. So yeah, we really lucky.
Damn. Oh, that's awesome. What would you compare? What were like some of the differences between doing Pop Therapy and this new record?
So yeah, the Pop Therapy started off again just the two of us, kind of.
Yeah.
As far as the producing and recording and everything, and then we're not keyboard players. Like, we can mess around with synths, and like I really like playing synths, but neither of us are like real piano players. And we wanted to, on Pop Therapy, have these songs that we generally were writing on guitar to be more keyboard and synth heavy.
Cool.
So we did some of that ourselves, but then we were like, man, it would be so great if we could get a real piano player to play these songs with us and like really take them to the keyboard world. And then Duncan came in and started playing keys, and he was in a band with Nick, and the two of them just kind of came in midway through recording Pop Therapy and played a bunch of bass and keys on it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that one went that way, where they kind of hopped in midway through the recording process. And this one,
that's cool.
Yeah, the new one was right from the beginning, kind of.
I remember when I saw you guys in Santa Barbara, that guy was working double time, man.
Oh yeah, that Nick wasn't with us on that show. Yeah,
Oh my God, yeah, that's
Duncan is a real incredible keyboard player.
Yeah, seriously. He had to play bass and keys. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I asked the internet for some questions, and I got some questions. If you guys don't mind answering them. This one's for all the gearheads. They want to know what synths you guys are using to. I'm assuming just to track.
Wait, sorry. Say it again.
They want to know. Someone on the internet wanted to know what synths you're using. I'm assuming, like, for the record, like what you guys
tracking.
using.
Yeah.
Yes. So we've got a Roland JX3P that was my first synth.
Cool.
And that one's been heavily used on all of our recordings.
Yeah.
We have a DX7 that we use a bunch.
Oh yeah.
We got one of those new Moog, or the Behringer clone of a Moog Model D. You know, the really cheap clone of the Model D, and that's been super fun. We wanted to have something that could kind of handle bass, like more thick analog bass sounds, and so we got that Behringer synth, which was really sweet. What were you gonna say? Right?
And lead too. But also these ones that he's about to say, like that one and these ones are the pleasure line ones that we didn't have on Pop Therapy.
Yeah, Pop Therapy was all just JX3P and DX7, and a little bit of DX21 too, from because Duncan has a DX21.
Oh, nice.
But and we got this other one for the new album. That's this Roland rack mount synth from the 90s.
Ooh.
That is really fun.
Well, that was for the new record.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, because this new record has this like '90s R&B feel to it.
Definitely.
Like Pleasure Line, I wrote it down because I was like, oh, have you heard that? You've obviously heard that song by like Desiree. You gotta be cool, you gotta be strong. Yeah. For some reason, that song has that vibe to me. Do you think is that a fair assessment? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like New Orleans has really good R&B radio stations, and I kind of just leave those on in my car. It's kind of my favorite radio in New Orleans. There's a lot of good stations in New Orleans. So yeah, I've kind of just been steeped in R&B radio and going heavy into that world.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been obsessed with Tony for the past, like, the whole quarantine, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
Love that.
What do you think are some of the big differences, like, between Pop Therapy and this new record? Well, when I mean differences, like, in like releasing it, because Pop Therapy, I feel like, just kind of showed up one day. It just like appeared. Where now you're trying to release a record during quarantine, during this pandemic? Like, what's been the big differences?
Well, we are working with Winspear now for this new album, and they've been really great. And that's really the big change. Like the Pop Therapy was Inflated Records, which is kind of just a smaller operation, and this one we've just been kind of, I guess, more on the ball and more prepared to. We got a couple videos and everything, so it's been really, really nice working with the Winspear guys.
Would you say that's why there's not as many music videos for Pop Therapy, because it's just budget wise? And
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there's a few tracks on that record that could have like really used a video would have been awesome,
Agreed. Yeah.
But Is It Her? Like,
we know the irony. We realize the irony because our name is Video Age. So.
Oh, I never even put that together. But Is It Her? What was the idea of making Is It Her a video?
That was a Ray idea.
Ooh.
We wanted to make other music videos. They didn't,
of
come
course.
together. How that goes, but yeah, Is It Her? We had this idea of just having a music box, like a karaoke in a setting, in an outdoor. And so that one kind of just screamed like, this will be easy and like fun. And then also really wanted to get Ross and partners like dynamic on screen.
Yeah.
Have such a great chemistry, obviously. So that was like, we were really lucky to work with Sarah, and then also found a great director in Zach and Annie. And we've worked with Zach on these new videos for Pleasure Line.
Oh, really? It's the same person through for every video?
Just Aaron.
Oh, okay, cool. Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, Is It Her is one of those tracks that it was like my favorite song on the record. Like, you guys have this great way of balancing the bangers and the ballads, and then there's that cross section of banger ballads, and that's like where Pleasure Line lays, is like the banger ballad. Is that like a conscious thing when you're trying to map out this record?
No, not really. I don't think. I think we just kind of ended up writing some. There's maybe a few on this new album that I would consider ballads in the ballad world. But I don't think it was necessarily conscious.
Yeah. And when we started the band, we thought we were going to be like Devo, like hard edge.
Oh, cool.
Like angular, like cut, just like, I don't know, industrial almost, like futuristic music. And then we kept on getting into like jazzier, more groove oriented, like emotional, like sort of things. And we just veered off in that direction.
Yeah, I think.
What kind of?
I think the J-pop was the bridge.
Yeah,
that was the bridge. It was like, oh, this is also kind of like angular and square, but like so emotional at the same time. And then and then from that just into like straight up R&B and soul.
Totally. Yeah, because that first album, which I haven't really listened too much, but like it's a little more rock.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah. Do you guys still play any of those songs, or does it not fit with the rest of the set anymore?
We play Throwing Knives, which I think that's the first song on that album. That one's always fun. But every now and then we'll throw in one of those songs from the first album.
Play that one.
Oh yeah, Dance Square.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, like, when you have, like, the older stuff, and it's, like, people love that, like, especially people who may have been following you guys from the very, very beginning, like, and then they want to hear certain songs, and you're like, maybe we could play, like, one, and then they're yelling shit at shows, and you're kind of like, I don't think I know how to play that one anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The coolest experience ever was going on tour and having people know the music before.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, an insane feeling.
Because
for years you just play, and the people in the audience, it's the first time they're hearing the music. They just came because they want to see a band or to see another band. Yeah, and
it's always that feeling like this band just pops up out of nowhere. But how long have you guys been on the grind?
I mean,
We met in like 2000, like we became friends in like 2009, I would
Cool.
say. For like 10 years roughly.
Yeah.
And did you
Like-
start the band shortly after that, or?
Started collaborating. This band, we like played in bands, but this band was 2015. It was 5 years ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, where we wrote the songs together.
And did you guys tour a lot before that? Or like at the beginning of the band?
Oh
yeah, we went on many DIY sleeping on floors kind of tours.
Oh yeah.
Many of those.
Just
And we still sleep on floors sometimes.
yeah. Well, honestly, like the big change like I've noticed from touring, like I think I went on my first tour in 2011, is literally Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like that's like the big difference. Like, oh, we don't have to like push on somebody to let us stay at their place. Like Airbnb is usually cheaper. Like sometimes it's not though. Depends what city you're in.
We like Priceline too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I usually do that after a sound check.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
like, all
kind of
right. Yeah.
exactly.
Because
There's
like
this
if
great-
you look at it too long, the prices start to go up, and like it's just like so messed up.
I know, it's so time sensitive, and then they're just giving you the room next to like the elevator, like we're musicians, so it doesn't fucking matter. Like, yeah. We found a few good spots, like in this like really nice Hilton in North Carolina. Yeah, I think we played in Durham, North Carolina, and yeah, I was like, damn, this place is like really nice, and it was really cheap. So you can get real lucky on that price line, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did people ask? Do you ever feel conflicted by having to decide between 117 and 120 BPM? I'm pretty sure a drummer asked that. That's very much a drummer question.
That's an awesome question.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So true.
we
That's because
we do. Sorry. You go.
well, I
ahead.
was sometimes we varispeed things too. So then you record something slow, and then you don't have like you have this weird leeway, like amount of room that you can, So you kind of have to get it right. Anyway, I'll explain this better, but
Well, yeah, I feel like we generally try to nail the tempo on the first go,
Yeah.
But sometimes that little nudge up or down with the varispeed gets you there. It's like, oh man, this is good, but it does feel just a little sluggish, and then you that varispeed.
What are the examples of times you guys had to do that?
Man, we do a little bit of varispeed on so many songs, like especially Pop Therapy. Those songs, I think like pretty much every song on that album has some varispeed on it. On Pleasure Line, most of them we kept at the speed we recorded it at, but we would varispeed vocals and stuff sometimes, or actually quite a bit, but where we would knock down the pitch of the song and sing it a little lower and then put it back at the regular speed. So the vocals end up pitched up a little bit.
Yeah. And Ross, do you also play drums?
Yeah, we all four play drums.
Oh, okay. So how'd you guys pick who got to sing and who got to play drums full time?
Well, Ray's the best drummer.
Okay, there you go.
The best singer, but no, they're all like wonderful drummers. So it's really cool to be in a band with multi-instrumentalists.
Yeah, did you guys start on drums first and then picked up guitar?
I did, yeah, and Ray did too.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
No way.
I feel
Nice.
I learned drums when I was 12. I didn't do guitar until I was like 15.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of positives. Like you get this sense of rhythm and timing before you even have to pick up the guitar, and it's like
Totally.
you know how to like explain also to like another drummer, like, oh, can I get this, instead of like every time I played drums in a band, they're always like struggling to like explain what they want, like, and they're like miming it out, like.
It's such a language. It's crazy.
I know.
For me, it was the obvious choice because I grew up going to Mardi Gras parades in New Orleans.
Oh.
I loved the marching bands, and I had an older cousin who played in marching band, and I just thought the drum line was the coolest thing in the world. So I started on drums when I was really young.
Oh, did you guys do drumline like in high school and stuff?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I got kicked out of my drumline.
Oh no.
I couldn't march.
Oh.
And you know, in high school they start taking marching like it's like a different art versus like junior high where you just walk forward.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, I couldn't. I wasn't. And they gave me the biggest bass drum,
Oof.
which I wasn't. Which is like, try marching in with that fucking thing on your fucking chest.
Not fun.
Yeah, it's not great. Let's see, what else did people say? Oh yeah, Aerostar. My father drove an Aerostar. What does the Aerostar mean to you guys?
So we too drive an Aerostar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my partner's dad bought an Aerostar when they came out, in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And so their whole family grew up in the Aerostar, and
yes,
it's still running. It has like almost 400,000 miles on it.
Oh
it's like right outside this window. Right now, and it's still running. He loves it, and he's done a ton of the repairs on it himself, and it's just been a good car for him. So he came across another one that was like very low mileage, and it was basically like being given away. It was so cheap. So he was like, I'm going to get this. Someone I know is going to appreciate this car.
Yeah.
And it ended up in my hands, and it has been very good.
It's like really good on gas mileage too.
It's surprisingly good, yeah.
It's like a big car that you can like drive around.
Yeah. But the other, I guess, to answer the question too, like as far as what it means to us, it's a great symbol for what that song's about, because it's kind of all the advertisements around the Aerostar were like comparing it to space shuttles and like
aircraft. Oh really?
Yeah, there's like really, really awesome, hilarious ads where it's like an airplane or a spacecraft that becomes the Aerostar, because like the front of it is kind of shaped like an aircraft. So it's kind of insane. It's kind of a great symbol for the song, which is kind of like if you believe it can be true, like put yourself out there, and anything can happen. You can go far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Aerostar is comfortable, man. I love that car. I want to get one now. You guys have inspired. I hope they bring it back, like they brought back the Bronco. You guys see the new Broncos coming out?
No.
Yeah, they got a brand new Ford Bronco.
Well,
and it's like,
maybe we'll send them the song and they'll consider bringing back the Aerostar.
Oh yeah, man. That would make me happy.
Awesome.
That's tight. That song also has like a Midnight Star, no dancing, whatever on the dance floor. What's that? No parking on the dance floor. Have you guys heard that song?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No parking on the dance floor. And then the guy has like that weird shit on his voice. And what was the inspiration to go that route? It was like more of like a Talking Heads kind of style, but I don't know. What's the inspiration points for that track?
The inspiration for the weird verse voice was Parliament, George Clinton.
Oh, cool.
How he does the Sir Nose character, where it's
totally
like super pitch shifted.
Yeah.
That was the inspiration for that character.
It was kind of like started as like a Ramones like slide to the left now. It was kind of like a driving thing, and we were like, how can we make this more like oddball,
Funky.
Yeah.
Oh, you cut out, Ray.
Yeah, say it again.
Yeah, just how we could kind of bring our sound.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's such a great track. Have you guys seen George Clinton live?
Yes, I have.
I have actually. Like
it's pretty wild. Yeah.
It's a wild show. One of a very memorable show that I've seen.
Yeah, I saw. I talked about this a few times on the podcast, but like he was kind of just like sitting there not doing a lot, and then he just like gets up and starts jerking off the mic stand, and it's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? The show is insane. There's like children. It was like at a festival. There was like children everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
I had better luck than that. I think.
Really?
Yeah, he was running around and chanting like crazy at the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I just remember like drugs like on stage, like smoking on stage.
Oh yeah.
That was the big thing. Like it wasn't concealed at all.
He also has a massive band.
Oh yeah.
And I'm someone who can have a large band when I'm playing in hometown, but like I can't imagine traveling like with with everyone like that. It's insane.
Oh yeah. No, I know. We've thought about that too. It's like logistically just impossible for us.
Yeah.
But,
What's your ideal live setup then, if you guys could?
Man, if we could, we'd probably throw in at least one more guitar.
Oh.
Another keyboard player, definitely.
Yeah.
And then some backup singers.
Ooh. Yeah, that's always nice.
That would be really happening.
Yeah. You guys don't have a lot of like horns on your guys' record. Is that something you guys are going to try and do in the future?
It could happen.
Well, I think we're so big on synth horns that I don't.
Yeah.
We do love the synth horns.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's cool, man. Let's see. What else? Aerostars. Yeah, I guess like I do love Pop Therapy so much, man. I bought that thing on vinyl and I've been DJing it like a lot in Santa Barbara and in Ventura, and it's like Hold On is one of those tracks I can play, and normally people stop dancing, like because I usually just play like a greatest hits funk kind of thing, and people typically stop dancing when they don't hear a song. They kind of make a face like, what the fuck is this? But Hold On, it's like they just keep dancing. They just like, I was like, oh, they don't even know the song, and it's still, they haven't stopped.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the best news you could hear.
Yeah, totally. What were some of your guys' favorite moments of Pop Therapy? Like, some of mine is like just, it actually inspired me to get a talk box.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because of the track Pop Therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys use one for that track?
We did, yeah. That was definitely a highlight moment for me. That was like from the beginning, we knew we wanted some kind of like robot-ish voice.
Yeah.
Part, and I really like Zapp and Roger.
Oh yeah.
And that was, so we were like, oh, we have to do the Zapp and Roger thing, and I just looked up what they did and bought a talk box, and it was much harder than I expected.
Dude, yes.
To make it sound good.
Yes. We were working with Paul Cherry last year, and I was like, I bought the talk box. Ooh, I want talk box in this song. And it's fucking hard.
It's really hard.
I thought it was going to be easy. I spent like a whole day trying to learn it. I thought I was just going to plug it in and make it work.
Way harder than I expected.
They make it look easy,
I know.
They do. Like every YouTuber I watched, I was like, oh, okay, I get this. And it was like so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, Zapp and Roger. Who else did I have pinned down for you guys? Desiree, Atlantic Star. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you guys remind me of, but also you guys still are yourselves, which is nice. Like,
oh, thank you.
Yeah. How much outside influence do you guys like to bring into the writing or the production thing, or how conscious are you guys of trying to keep those vibes?
Yeah, I think we generally try to keep the references as like purely inspirational, and not try to like really cop a vibe from something else, but instead just try to like make things in the spirit of, if there's something we're into, we might try to do something in the spirit of it, but it always comes out in our own kind of weird version of it. For one, because a lot of the people we look up to are just like the most insanely talented musicians and singers. So like I would never expect our version to live up to the greats of soul and R&B and all that stuff. But we just appreciate that music so much that we like to we're inspired by it. So yeah, I think we more just try to get a little bit of the spirit of it when we make stuff.
Are you guys both from New Orleans originally?
I am.
And I've lived there for 12 years.
Oh, okay. Where are you from, Ray?
Like the South Shore of Massachusetts.
Oh.
Like 45 minutes south of Boston.
Okay. Yeah, I just played Boston for the first time last year. First time I ever been to Massachusetts.
How'd it go?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was rad. Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine what it's like to live on the East Coast. Like, I guess I just been in California for way too long.
Are you from Santa Barbara?
Yeah, born and raised here in Santa Barbara.
Cool.
I lived in LA for a little bit and I just like didn't like it. Like, I don't know. Have you guys felt the pressure of trying to move to LA or New York? Like,
Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah,
over
we
there.
always have
Oh.
a whole lot of fun whenever we visit those big cities, and we've
Yeah.
definitely talked about moving many times. But yeah, we love New Orleans too.
That's awesome.
That's his home. Ross's home too, with his family.
Yeah,
We're always
totally.
home, Ross. I mean, right? But
Mhm.
That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think nowadays you don't need to live in LA to be like, and you guys are proof of it. Like, you don't need to be in LA to make records and to tour and to do all that.
Yeah, we definitely hope to be going there more whenever it's safe to travel again. Because
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
we have a lot of friends there in Los Angeles and New York both, and it's always so fun to collaborate with people in person, and to
Yeah.
even just hanging out with people that you appreciate their art is so fun. So
Have you guys been collaborating a lot with people?
more now than ever before. We're trying to do it. Yeah.
That's why this is what I've been arguing about, is that I think there needs to be like more features in indie rock. You know, hip hop always has features. Like, I think that seriously needs to become a thing. Like,
Agreed.
it's just that cross promotion and just like the fun of like, because it's like, I don't know, man. I write songs by myself. I don't write with the rest of my band. So it's like, and I know you guys obviously write together. Well, I don't know. Do you guys write together?
Well, oftentimes we write songs separately, but it's kind of a mixed bag. You know, sometimes we'll bring an unfinished song to the other person and kind of like collaborate that way. But generally, we do a lot of writing separately too.
Oh, okay, cool. And then you just like finish it off
Mm-hmm.
together.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What were you
Yeah,
gonna say, Ray?
yeah. Go ahead. Ray.
No, nothing. Just like doing the legwork of like by ourselves. But like once it comes together, it's so mashed up.
Right.
About doing it for so long together.
Yeah, I think that next wave should really be features like I would love to hear a Paul Cherry Video H song featuring, Paul Cherry, or like a Video H featuring Dent May, something like that. Like,
Oh, we've talked about it. We want to make that happen for sure.
yeah, seriously, it's so cool. I think
Music's made to be a communal thing too, so it always feels so good to do it with other people.
And with technology, them having the ability, like I've been doing that with my bass player. He has his own project and he's been sending me stems during this. And it's like, oh, we could just be doing this like on a larger scale. It's like just sending stems, or like, I need a verse. Could you do a verse? Like, I don't know.
That's definitely a beautiful part of the modern digital recording world.
Yeah. Are you guys recording like with like Logic or Pro Tools or?
Yeah, I'm a Logic guy.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I learned on, and I do really like it, but I can't even say like I'm Logic over all the others, because I've really mostly worked with Logic. I've done some Pro Tools too when I work at studios, but it's just the one that I'm used to. It's the tool that I know well. But then we also do tape. So like I've got an 8-track tape machine.
Oh, cool.
And a lot of times we'll start on the tape and fill up 8 tracks and then go to the computer and finish the rest there.
Is it quarter-inch tape, half-inch tape, or?
It's a 1/2-inch 8-track machine.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm assuming you at least get the drums down on that thing first.
Yeah, we pretty much do usually start on their drums, bass, any kind of rhythm stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. Do you guys have a lot of? I'm assuming like New Orleans, you guys could have like you could practice at your house, but do you practice like at your house or rehearsal space? Like, what's the situation for that kind of stuff?
That's a good question. Yeah, because actually the New Orleans houses are all very close to each other and not super well insulated, because it's so hot that like New Orleans houses are not made to. I don't know. They're also just really old.
Yeah.
the houses in New Orleans are generally very old, so sound just goes right through the walls. And so generally we don't practice in houses, we're practicing in rehearsal spaces.
But we
That's
record
crazy.
DI in Ross's living room.
Yeah, we did.
There you go.
We did. This new record was pretty much all DI except for percussion and vocals.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah, that's a big problem in Santa Barbara. We absolutely have zero places to like practice or to do anything. So
yeah,
we've been going to a parking lot at the where they have plugins, and we just plug in there.
wow.
And so far, no one shut us down, but they probably will now that I'm fucking mentioning it on their podcast.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's tough. We need more places to play. We have the same problem.
It's fucking, yeah, it's hard. Like, I know, like, in Portland, everyone has a basement. So every band I've talked to in Portland, they're just like, oh, we just play in our basement. Like, what?
Yeah, there's no basements here because of the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't think there's basements in Santa Barbara, too. Same thing, because it's, like, below sea level and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. It's a struggle out here for all of us, man. What are some of the things you guys like to do? Another question. What are some of the things you guys like to do in your van while on tour? What are you guys listening to? What's like everyone's role in the van?
I drive a whole lot,
Okay.
mostly because it's my van, and you know, I just kind of do a lot of that. I also don't.
Yeah.
mind doing it. We collect tapes on tour too because the
cool.
The van plays tapes. So we'll stop at record stores and buy used tapes. They're so cheap, and it's so nice to not be plugging in phones and everybody's phone is dying and everyone needs to charge and somebody's got the map open. So to just pop in the tape is like a real relief.
That was
Oh,
good.
that's crazy.
We do that. We listen to a lot of tapes in the car.
Yeah.
Ray, what's
That's
your
awesome.
role in the van?
I tell Duncan to look up restaurants on his phone.
That's accurate.
What's your favorite restaurant so far through the United States?
Man, we've had a lot of great experiences, honestly.
I
We
should
had a
say tell Duncan. Ask Duncan. I
Yeah.
asked.
You could tell him.
we had a really nice time at I forget the name of it, Ray. I hope you remember it. Folieros in Los Angeles. It's
Oh, yeah.
neighborhood Italian
In Highland Park?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That place is insane.
Oh, it was so good. That was like a very much needed relaxing night in the middle of a tour.
Oh, my God. That place is so good.
Yeah.
I lived on 53rd Avenue, so just like literally across the street. Like,
Wow.
and that place is awesome.
So good.
Oh, man. I've yet to stop in New Orleans. That's like the one place I haven't played yet. And I
Really?
feel like it's so hard to get a show in New Orleans.
It's kind of tough. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the places where music happens is touristy, kind of like entertainment, not like, original music.
Totally.
Kind of venues. But there's some, but that's another thing that I always feel like we need more of in New Orleans is original.
I just
music.
I just talked to Dent May on Monday. He said that Gasa Gasa closed down.
I know
Is that true?
I know that they were trying to sell it recently. I don't know if I saw that it officially closed.
Oh.
That is a bummer if that's true.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because that's my biggest fear with this like whole shutdown thing is that like venues are gonna close, but like all ages venues are definitely gonna close first, and that's like the lifeblood of a lot of scenes are those all ages venues.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. A lot like you said, the smaller, like more all ages spaces are a lot of times hanging on by a thread. They're
Oh yeah,
just because it's hard to stay afloat doing that kind of work.
it's basically a nonprofit.
Right.
Like,
Totally. Yeah.
it probably should be classified as nonprofits. Maybe they can do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what saves you with that kind of shit. But we have one venue in Santa Barbara now, and it's the one you guys played, Soho. And it's like if that place closes, we're fucked.
Everywhere else closed?
Yeah.
Wow, that is really a bummer.
Yeah, it's like so expensive to have a business in Santa Barbara to begin with. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it's bad, but hopefully we come out of this stronger. I hope.
Yeah,
That's why I think it's like the best year. It's the best time to release music right now because it's like you can't tour, so at least you can do that. At least you can put out music and feel pretty good and like, okay, we're doing something and a record's coming out and we're providing happiness for someone. Like someone will love this record.
Yeah, we are very thankful to be able to put out music. It definitely, like you said, it's nice when you can't tour and we're at home.
It's like, what would the alternative be? Just like, I guess we'll just stay at home and record, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's fun to put music out. It's fun.
Great. It's really great.
Are you guys writing right now for the next project, or where are you guys at?
Yeah, we're sort of starting to do that. It's been a little tough not being able to really be together a whole lot. Like we only started getting together as a band in the last month or so. And you know, we're all trying to be as safe as we can. So it's basically our pod is just the band and families.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now that we're getting together again, it's been so great playing. So I think we're starting to write and think about more new songs now, which is great.
Do you guys have like a little lull after you finish recording where you're like, I don't even want to touch a guitar for like okay, good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're just getting out of the lull, I think. That's the truth of it.
After the recording, the mixing, and the mastering, you're just like, okay, I'm done. Like, let me just like chill for a little bit. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, good. It's good to know that that's like a normal feeling because I have that all the time, and I'm like, damn, am I not like 100% in? Because I have to take a break. Like,
you got to take a step back. Yeah.
No, you got to take a step back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to do that.
Yeah. Hey, it turns out we have another call, Ross.
Yeah.
Actually, right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. What's the best way for people to support Video Age?
Oh, man. Well, pre-ordering the new album would be fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. When's the record out?
It comes out August 7th.
August 7th.
So we're a week away.
All right, then. Sounds good. Thanks, guys, for talking.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having us. It was fun.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right.
See you soon. Bye. Thanks.
See ya.